I want to welcome and thank you for joining us tonight, whether you're here in person or watching us through the magic of technology at home. We appreciate and thank you for being willing and ready to share about yourselves to the candidates, and thank you to the community for showing your interest in learning who will best serve on our school board. My name is Tracy Tidrow. I'm a proud community member of Elkhart. We all see the campaign signs, and I began wondering, who should I vote for? I'm not on social media, so I inquired about a bio for each candidate and realized that did not really exist outside of Facebook. So I started asking for help. Thank you to Pastor Hoffman from First Baptist Church for setting up the sound and streaming equipment, and thank you to Pastor Rickle from First Methodist Church for opening up her fellowship hall. We could not have this evening without their help and support. This evening, the candidates will have up to 10 minutes to tell us all a little about themselves and their reason for seeking your vote. We're going to use this timer. It will show green for 8 minutes and 30 seconds, yellow for 1 minute, and red for 30 seconds, indicating it's time to wrap it up. This will not be an evening of candidate debate or question and answers. Many of you may have specific questions pertaining to a wide variety of topics, including safety, staffing, budget, and building improvements. These are all very important points in the operation and success of our schools. However, I encourage you to attend school board meetings regularly and become more consistently involved in matters connected to our EISD schools. School board information pertaining to meetings, agendas, and minutes is posted on the Elkhart ISD website. People transfer and move to Elkhart because we are excellent. It is important for all stakeholders to be involved and keep this momentum alive and holding on to and striving forward to what makes us stand out. When you know more, you can make more informed decisions. Tonight, candidates are here to tell you what they want to share about themselves so you can make the most informed decision on Election Day, May 6th. So, without further ado, please give each candidate your attention. And to start us off,
good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone involved with the setting up of this meet and greet. Hopefully this will start a tradition here at Elkhart, not just for us, but for the forthcoming years. I look around the room, I see a lot of people that I know and a lot that I don't know. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Joe Estes. I currently hold position 5 of the Elkhart ISD School Board. I'm seeking re-election to position 1. It's an unexpired 2-year term. I'll talk a little bit about my family. My dad was born and raised here. He graduated from Elkhart in 1950. I graduated from Elkhart in 1992. My wife Penny, and I have been married for 25 years. She graduated from Elkhart in 1993. We moved back to Elkhart in 2005 and lived here since. We have 2 kids. Our son Landon graduated from Elkhart in 2021. He currently attends Texas A&M University. Our daughter Presley will graduate next year from Elkhart 2024, and she also plans to attend Texas A&M University. And I'll start a GoFundMe page if anybody can help. 2 kids at A&M at one time. I graduated from SFA with a Bachelor of Science degree in education. I have 10 years experience in the education field. During that time, I have experience as a classroom teacher, as a coach, and as an administrator. I currently am the COO of Intense Wireline Solutions. It's an oilfield service company based in Tyler. I've been on the EISD school board for 12 years and have over 90 hours of school board training. I currently serve on the district site-based committee and the school safety and security committee. My motivation for seeking re-election is to continue to show my support for all students and all staff in all aspects of the school. I feel this is a great way to serve our community. To show support, when I say we on these things, it's the whole board. It's not just me, it's the whole board and the administrative staff, teachers, everybody have a part of this, but these are things that we've accomplished since I've been on the board. We support our teachers and staff. In 2020, we revised the salary schedule, resulting in every staff member receiving a pay increase. All staff members also receive 4 one-time payments throughout the year. This year, we implemented a 403B retirement plan, and the district will match up to $25. That don't sound like a lot, $25 a month. That don't sound like a lot, but the plan is for that to increase. We also have plans to revisit the salary schedule this summer, depending on what the legislature does, with emphasis on our support staff with that also. Our student-to-teacher ratio for K through 6 is 16-1, and from 7th grade through 12th grade is 11-1. The state mandates the limits for kindergarten through 3rd grade, and that limit is 22-1. We're well below that. There are no limits above 3rd grade. I think our administrative staff does a great job of keeping those numbers down to support our teachers. We've improved our technology by increasing our technology devices from 5-to-1 ratio to a 1-to-1 ratio. Every EISD student has a school-issued technology device. We've updated our security by adding locking devices on all exterior doors with a camera and buzzer at the main entrances. Staff must use their badge or you're buzzed in through the office in order to enter our buildings. We've implemented the Guardian Plan. This allows trained staff members to be armed to protect our students. Other areas, we've purchased new band uniforms to support our band students. We've purchased several new buses to support our transportation department. We have supported our ag department. We've supported all of our sports. Recently, we purchased new scoreboards for our baseball, softball, and soon-to-be football fields. We're currently renovating our track. We recently ordered new tables and chairs for our elementary and intermediate cafeteria and our middle school cafeteria. We are replacing all the ceiling tiles and lighting in the middle school this summer. We're planning to replace all the flooring in the elementary, waiting on bids for that. We've supported our taxpayers. When I got on the board in 2011, our tax rate was $1.36. Our current tax rate is $1.19. I spoke with Cody Harris last week, and fingers crossed, and pray to the good Lord that we have a chance to lower it again this summer. I'm very thankful for the opportunity I've been given to support the best school district around. I truly believe we have the best students and staff. I'm asking for your vote this Saturday, May the 6th, so I may continue to show my support for Elkhart ISD. Thank you.
His challenger, Mr. Eric Evans, sent me a message, said he couldn't make it this evening, but he did send his phone number, and he said anyone is welcome to call if you want to jot it down, 903-723-0939, and that's Mr. Eric Evans. And now the incumbent for position 4, Miss Tracy Tidrow.
Standing in the right spot, okay. Again, as Joe mentioned, thank you all for coming out this evening into the church for opening up the doors and allowing us to all gather here so that y'all can learn about us. So I am Tracy Tidrow, for those of you that don't know me. I currently serve on our school board in position 4. A little bit about me and my personal life. I am a stay-at-home mom, married to Kenny Tidrow for 17 years. We have 2 kids. Tara is in 6th grade and Tristan is a sophomore. Both attend EISD. We relocated to Elkhart in 2016 for Kenny's Edward Jones office, located in Palestine. I graduated from TCU and have background in HR for 10 years. So a little bit more on me and my family. When we moved here, we literally knew 2 people, and that was our Edward Jones family. So I realized I had to get plugged in, put myself out there. We joined FBC Palestine, got involved and plugged into committees, and to get plugged into EISD, where the kids were attending, I started substitute teaching. What better way to get involved and meet teachers than substitute? So I started substitute teaching, and I will never forget the moment that I knew we were in the right spot. We were in the right school district. I was substitute teaching in 3rd grade and asked the kids to line up so we could walk down to the cafeteria, and I had one of the kiddos grab my hand, got down so I could, they wanted to whisper in my ear, and they said, "We can't go to lunch yet, you have to pray over, you have to bless it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Do you want me to pray or you can pray?" I'm like, "Well, I'll pray, that's fine." So we all hold hands, we prayed, and then we could line up and go to lunch. And let me just tell y'all, that made my mama heart. I said I wasn't gonna get emotional when I said that, but that made my mama heart. I knew we were exactly where we were supposed to be, that my kids were in the right school district that had the same values that my family had. So I continued to sub, and in 2017, I was able to introduce and pilot the Watchdogs program, which is a national program that supports father figures in the classroom. They're able to volunteer. Having them, the kids love having them, and I'm very thankful. So in 2017, we launched it at the elementary campus with Tana, and then the following year at the intermediate campus. And I'm very thankful to Miss Steely that she has continued that program, and that we have just had a number of dads come through and volunteer. So thank you for allowing that program to flourish. Again, just another way to add security and another set of eyes on campus. Outside of school, I have volunteered on the Palestine Junior Service League for 7 years. So we serve Anderson County schools and students through various projects, whether it's back to school, backpacks and school supplies, scholarships for seniors, and coats to kids in need. So, why do I want to serve on the board? Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of water. A few years ago, my friend Kristen Rucker called me and talked to me about serving on the board. She was getting off of the board. Her daughter was graduating, and she talked with me and said that it was important for her to have a female perspective on the board, and that she was the only serving female on the board, and she wanted me to run. But meanwhile, she's telling me all the hours, all the training, that it's not this glamorous position. And so I kind of teased her, and I'm like, are you wanting me to do this, or are you not wanting me to? Because she really painted a picture of what it is and what's involved. And she said, I don't want you to be caught off guard, and I want you to know what you're walking into. So at the time I told her I didn't think so. And honestly, it never sat well with me, and it weighed on me. And after talking with Kenny and praying about it, I called Crispin back and I said, okay, I think I'm gonna do it. So she talked me into running. Fast forward to now, just finished up my first term, 3 years. Joe, with him going first, talked on a lot of things that I was going to mention, but just some of the things that as a board we were able to accomplish. So reviewing salary schedules, the scoreboards, the security vestibules at each campus, the band uniforms, the technology, the 1-to-1 ratio. So those are just a lot of the things that as a team we were able to do. Again, not taking credit for those things. As a team, we were able to get those things done. So I understand that the importance and retention of our current teachers is huge. And so we have to get creative to figure out how are we going to keep these teachers when our funding is limited. So we get creative. Joe talked about the one-time bonuses, modified school schedule. I understand it's important to keep our teachers, our great teachers, and they need to feel valued. So in summary, I feel that I have a passion for serving our school district, our community, and I just think it's important to have a female perspective on the school board. So I appreciate y'all's time, and for that reason, I'm asking for your vote on May 6th. Thank you.
And her challenger is Mr. Stephen Prater.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thanks for the church for opening up the building for us, and First Baptist over here for putting on the live stream. It's really is. I was talking to Joe earlier. It really is a great thing that we're doing this, and because there's a whole lot of people in the community that don't know who we are. So I'm glad that you reached out and you kind of got this ball rolling. My name is Stephen Prater. I graduated from Slocum High School, which is right down the road. A little bit about my family. My beautiful wife back there, Elise. She graduated from Elkhart. She's definitely the best part of me. There's a whole lot stuff that I can say, but I wouldn't want to say any of it without talking about her first, and just the wife that she is for me, and the mother she is to our children. I have 2 children. She's currently pregnant right now with our 3rd on the way, a little girl. My daughter her name is Julianne. She's 8. She will be going into the 3rd grade coming up. My son, John Rhett, he is currently in pre-K, coming into kindergarten. And like I said, future Lady Elk, Miss, sorry, I'm nervous. Miss J.C. June is coming. So, public speaking is not my deal. So, just for y'all to know. But anyways, currently, I serve on the EYA board. Something to talk about what I do with the community and the kids. I've really enjoyed that. I'm on my 3rd year right now with EYA. I've served as the T-ball commissioner for 2 years. I'm currently on as the softball commissioner now. I really enjoy doing that with the kids. It's a great organization for us to not only teach them about sports, but teach them how to just be good human beings, right? Teach them the right way to live and good sportsmanship and stuff like that. So I also am involved on the board of a local church camp. It's East Texas Vida Nueva. I've been on the board for that for several years now, which has been a big part of my life growing up. And it's been an honor to be on that board. Also, I go to church at Evangelistic Temple in Palestine, and I'm a youth leader. I go there every Wednesday and get to serve the youth out there, which is a huge blessing for me and my wife. So that being said, my job is a state trooper. I don't like to say that I am this, I'm a trooper. My job is I'm a state trooper. Okay, that's not how I identify myself, but that's what I do for a living. And in doing that, it has opened my eyes to the problems that we have in this world. And I have done my best to learn through being a state trooper the ins and outs of school safety, which the state has blessed me in learning. I'm a air instructor, which is a active attack integrated response to active shooters at schools. It's also I'm also a CRACE instructor, which is the civilian response to active shooters. I would like to get those implemented not only for our staff, but for the civilians who also live around here, which are great programs to just help everybody get through those types of situations. That's really, and I think that's the main thing that I talk about when people ask me why I'm running for the school board. School safety is going to be it for me. Obviously, I care about education and I care about making everybody happy, but I really don't think you can have all the education, but if they're not safe, right? If we're not safe and they can't get through it, then we're missing out there on an opportunity to make our kids safe with the problems we have in this world. And like we heard about the Guardian programs and all that, I want to commend the educators who do that. That is a big deal that you would do that, but I think we have almost failed our educators in making them think that they should have to do that. That should be not the first thing that they should be doing. The first thing they should be doing is protecting our children, not making sure they have to go get the bad guy. So I think we need to tweak that, and I think we need to really shore things up on that. And that's really where my heart lies with running for the school board, is the school safety. I have my children that go to the school here. I have my mother who's a teacher here. I have 2 sisters that are teachers here. I have numerous nieces and nephews. So I hope that translates into not only the safety part with the school board, but I hope to continue if I do get elected with the improvements that y'all have made. Y'all have done a great job. I'm not saying anything bad about the school board. Y'all have done a great job, fantastic job. So with that being said, I would love your vote for the upcoming school board election on May 6th, this Saturday. If anybody has any questions for me after, any other topics or anything like that, I don't want to use all the time up for everybody else. So thank you.
candidates drew numbers from a hat for the speaking order. So first up, we have Mr. Justin Cunningham.
Thank y'all. This is not my forte. I do not like talking about myself at all. But my name is Justin Cunningham. I'm married to my lovely wife, Michelle Williams. She graduated here in 2007. I graduated from Grapeland in 2004. I have 3 of the best kids you could ask for. Kinley, who's in 8th grade, Easton is in 4th, and Hunter will be a pre-K next year. You hear me around town, that's Miss Rhonda, son-in-law from all the little kids. She's a celebrity. I'm a project manager at Volcraft. I think that's one thing that has geared me for this position is the dealing with different types of people. The projects that I've been over, school projects that I've been over, seeing those through. Kind of got ahead of myself. My wife and family, we serve at Evangelistic Temple in Palestine. Been through Tracy and served on many weekends. I'm on the facilities committee there at the school and the 10-year planning committee that we just started up. Again, those have all geared me for this position. My reasoning for running for this is pretty short. I think it's all about the kids. Our kids are our future, and I want to be, like Stevie referenced, the world we are raising our kids in is a whole lot different than the ones that many of us in this room grew up in. And I want to instill those values that we all grew up in our kids, and I want that to translate into our school. Again, I want to commend everything that the school board's done. Y'all have done a great job. I just want to continue that. I know that was short and sweet, but guys, it really boils down to the kids in this room. That's why I want to be here. I want to be the growth and development of those kids, and it starts at school. We've got to keep them safe, like Stevie said, but we also have to instill the values and culture that we grew up with. I thank y'all so much for this opportunity. If y'all have any questions afterwards, just find me. I'll be around. Thank y'all so much.
Next up, we have Miss Jessica Starr.
President of EYA, forgot that, sorry.
Hi. Wow. I am Jessica Starr, and just to say, I did not expect a crowd tonight. It makes me really excited. The main reason, I skipped ahead of myself, but the main reason I decided to run for school board is for there to be an election, for everybody to have a choice and to choose who can be serving on the community. The values that we still have, I think, are great. We're great with keeping our community involved in everything. We're great with keeping our churches involved with our school. I am a ministerial assistant and the treasurer at First Baptist Church in Elkhart. It's also the church that me and my husband both attend. He is the worship leader. I have 2 kids that go to Elkhart, one in elementary and one in middle school. So I almost called it junior high. It was junior high when I went to school. I still have a hard time with that. And so I'm just excited about all of this. I would look forward to the great opportunity to continue to serve in another area for our school district. Thank you.
Next up is Mr. Marty Denny.
Hello, thank you for putting this together tonight. And really, I think the winner in this is Elkhart. No matter what, no matter who wins, the number of people that are stepping up to run for the school board and be a part of the school, I think is really the winning factor in tonight especially. So, but just a little bit about me. My name is Marty Denny. I was born in Arkansas, so a little different than everybody that came up so far. I graduated high school from a small town in Arkansas, Bradford, Arkansas, south of Possum Grape, Arkansas, and north of Searcy, Arkansas. There's 45 graduates in my class, a very small community. But I started working at Walmart distribution center. There's a distribution center like the one in Tucker in Searcy, Arkansas, and I started my career there many years ago. I'm on my 29th year working at Walmart. Through the process of moving up in the company, I took a position here in Palestine. When I moved to Texas in 2005, I didn't know a single person. I don't know that I ever crossed the Texas line. So, but I came here not knowing anybody, met my beautiful wife, Tammy back in the back. She a little nervous. I don't know why, because I talk in front of people every day, a lot bigger than this. But she graduated from Grapeland, and we are a blended family. She had 2 kids whenever we met. I had a son in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we have a daughter together. My son and my daughter are probably a little more famous in the Elkhart area than me, and our son Corbin, who graduated last year. But Jackson is in 9th grade, and Marissa's in the 7th grade. I am just, for me, I'm the general manager at Walmart Distribution Center in Tucker. We have 1,100 associates out there, have about 80 managers that would work for me. And it's really just, I've volunteered thousands of hours probably over the last 30 years in different organizations. And now my kids are at a point where they're not involved in EYA or PYA and all the sports organizations. It gives me the opportunity to step up into the school and maybe have the opportunity to help. I have a master's degree from Texas A&M in higher education and with emphasis in economics. And I've taught macro and microeconomics at the collegiate level. I've taught principles of management, human resource management, all at the collegiate level. And I just want to be able to provide some of that, give back. Is really why I'm here. Why my wife talked me into, really gave me the energy and the confidence to run for this race. And the school board, man, I commend you guys. Y'all have done an amazing job, and it really would be an honor just to be a part of that. And safety is very important to me. It's but also just closing the gap in our education system. We got some opportunities there, I think, and I just think that's something we got to focus on and continue to grow in our education system and making it better for our schools or for our students, and of course, obviously, the safety portion, which you guys have done such a good job on that. It makes I sleep better at night knowing what you've done so far in this school district, the Guardian program, and going to the middle school at one point, I feel like I just could walk in there, now it's locked. So that's a really good thing, and very impressed with that. So I think that's about it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I didn't think I'd get nervous because at work I stand up in front of 300 or 400 people and have these conversations, but it was a little nerve-wracking. But thank you.
Mr. Glenn Lowery.
Good evening. Again, I'd like to thank the churches for putting this together. I think it's great for the community, and I'm glad to see everybody out here. My name is Glenn Lowery. I live in Elkhart. I've lived in Elkhart physically since 1990, but before that, we had lived in and around. One of my friends, my uncle's retired from the military. That's who raised me from junior high up. And one of my friends, one day I was pointing out where I had lived in Elkhart, and he told me, he said it'd be easier for you to tell people where you didn't live, because we moved around quite a bit. I am a graduate of Elkhart High School, class of 1970. Married my sweetheart from high school, also class of 1970, Elaine. I have 2 children, 2 grown children. My daughter graduated from Elkhart in 1998, and my son graduated in 2001. She's a teacher at Westwood Elementary, and my son is a carman at the Union Pacific Railroad. Elkhart is my world, okay? First of all, I have moved, the best I can remember, I have been in 13 different schools from 1st grade to 7th grade. And we had the opportunity to come to Elkhart, and basically that's changed my whole life as far as school. Elkhart was a good school, still is a good school. It provided me opportunities in academics, which I could have used a little better work on that, but also athletics. And that helped mold me to become the person that was successful, in my opinion, for my family. Little background besides that, worked at Lakeview in high school during the summer, even worked there in college. And then I transferred from junior college to Sam Houston State University and have a degree in education. Worked for the Texas Department of Criminal Justice while I was in college to finish up my education, and went to work in the industry. So I worked for Aluminum Company of America when it was open. Started out in security, but with my background, we got into warehousing and then purchasing and even accounting, because I did the books for the construction department, and they would send the auditors to me to walk them around to show them everything, that our books were good. We always got good reports. I stayed in the industry roughly for about 15 years. Purchasing agent, the last time in the industry for Morton Salt Company in Grand Saline, Texas. And then I went to education. And somebody said, well, why did you wait so long? I said, well, at the time, I had been with Alcoa 7 years. And the Palestine paper used to run the salaries of the superintendents. So I was making just as much money as the superintendent at Elkhart with just 7 years experience. So needless to say, I stayed in the industry for a while. But God told me I needed to do what I went to school to do, and so that was to teach. I taught at Grapeland, Elkhart, Groveton, Elkhart, Lowery, Elkhart. And then I retired. So 10 of those years had been in the Elkhart School District. Couldn't stay retired. I went down to Lowery, associated with those guys. We played golf. And next thing I know, I'm in the superintendent's office, and they talked me into coming back being the head girls basketball coach. So I did that for 2 more years, and then I retired. Stayed retired for about a year, and I guess I have to be busy. Went to work for the post office as a rural carrier for about 3.5 years. The reason I want to be on the Elkhart School Board, I love Elkhart. I love the school. I love the fact of what it did for me as a person, how it molded my character. And I know what the teachers go through. I know what the administration goes through. And trust me, it's not an easy job. A lot of people think teachers, they get paid for a whole year, and they're only there 10 months. A lot of people don't realize that salary is divided by 12 months. A lot of people don't realize the coaches, the hours they put in. One year we had a coach, he said he was going to go the weekend, figure out what he made. Well, I told him, don't do that. Don't do it. He came back Monday. Somebody said, did you find out? He said, don't want to talk about it. He said, what'd you make? He finally said, I figured up with all the hours we put in, 25 cents an hour. But it's not about the salary. If you're an educator, it's about the kids. And the biggest blessing I got when I was a teacher was to be in that classroom. I was really focused on educating my students. I was a coach, but I was a teacher first. The best part for me was when that light bulb came on and you turn around and you say, yes, they got it. Because they want to learn. And so I know the challenges for the teachers with COVID, everything I've been through, the safety issues. I want to commend Elkhart for jumping on board from the get-go with the safety. The board, you do a good job. I don't plan on changing anything there. My focus is on the kids, the teachers, and the staff. About a month ago, I was at a track meet, somebody came up beside me and they said, who you mad at? I shook my head. I said, I know why you're asking that question. I said, you found out I was running for the board? He said, yes. I said, I'm not mad at anybody. I said, I'm in it for the kids. I have a grandson that's in junior high, 7th grade. I've got one that's starting kindergarten this fall, and there's 2 more behind them. And I would like to be at that school, not only checking on their safety and their progress, but helping the teachers and the administration do the best they can do with what's provided. And I appreciate your vote on May the 6th, but like someone mentioned, it's not about us, it's about the kids. And I think whoever you vote for, whoever gets the job in any of the positions, will do a good job because they care about Elkhart. Thank you.
So we'll end there. Once again, thank you for everyone attending and listening tonight. Go vote. Remember, your voice can best be heard by casting your vote on May 6th. Attending school board meetings and being involved in Elkhart ISD schools for our students and the success of our community. These young humans have a significant impact on our community, and as we continue to grow, we want Elkhart ISD School Board to make the best decisions for all students, staff, and our community. So safe travels home. Thank you for coming, and good night.